Okay, so let's go through the digestive system structures and organs and so forth. Okay, my good friends. You could see here, there's a lot of fat in here. There's just a lot of fat. Maybe I should have removed it before we started. That's a lot of fat. I think this was storing additional. Oh my God, looky here. The iliolumbar artery and vein came out really nicely over here. Isn't that amazing? Oh my God. My good friends, are you looking?
Yes. Yes.
Excellent friends.
So where would it be if the cat was pregnant?
It will be in here. That's why I'm trying to in the fallopian tubes. But we should have seen it very prominently, but we did not. So maybe we were mistaken. But what I did see was a lot of fat in the area where those. You see, there's another iliolumbar artery and vein.
It was eating good last night.
It was eating good in the neighborhood. Okay, my good friends. So anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. Okay, so for the digestive system, you would see this covering the small intestine, okay, and the colon as well. So this is, it's like almost like an apron. This is the greater omentum. It's part of the mesenteries that are supporting and suspending the intestines in the colon, okay? You know, so there is the greater omentum. It covers like this. So if I point to it and say, what's that? You say greater omentum, and the greater omentum is attached to is attached to the greater curvature of the stomach. See, this is the stomach. Hey, this cat had fat everywhere. I mean, you know. Oh man. Okay, my good friend. That's a lot of fat. And so that I could show you the organs. My good friends, are you looking?
Yes.
Please. Okay, so the greater omentum is attached to the greater curvature of the stomach. You see what I'm saying? This is the greater curvature of the stomach. Okay? And then this over here would be the lesser omentum, which is attached to the lesser curvature of the stomach. Are you guys looking?
Yeah.
Pretty please. Okay, do you understand? So for the stomach, I will not ask you to identify the stomach because that'll be too easy, okay?
What does it start with? You should put it for extra credit.
No. So I'm going to ask you the regions of the stomach. Oh, you understand? So this region up here just too easy. Okay, so this will be the fundus. See the fundus, the esophagus comes down and then the fundus kind of bumps up like that. Okay, so most of the these guys are having a crack. So this would be the fundus up here. Okay, and then the most of it is the body. You see, this stomach was kind of sort of lopsided a little bit. You see, oh, now it's better. You understand? You see how the greater curvature of the stomach, and it's the greater curve as well, is attached to the greater omentum, and the lesser curvature on this side is attached to the lesser omentum. So are you getting this? These things will come in your exam. The lesser omentum attaches the stomach to the liver. You see, to the liver, and the liver will have and then obviously this is the esophagus coming into the stomach right here, and then that's where you have the fundus, the body, and then it tapers into the pyloric antrum, and then the pyloric canal. So in the exam, if I point towards this here, you call it the pyloric region, or pylorus if you want. Pylorus, Pylorus. Okay, so because the pyloric region or pylorus is made up of the sort of wider part from the body, which is the pyloric antrum, and then the narrowed part, which is the pyloric canal. Okay, but in the exam, if I point in this region, you just call it pyloric region or pylorus. Okay, you understand? And then from the pyloric canal, you know, the pyloric region here, so comes out the first part of the small intestine, which is the duodenum, and you know that is the duodenum because it will be closest to the stomach. You understand? And if we were to flip this like a skirt, you see, up like that, and see what's inside, you would see that the duodenum cradles the head of the pancreas. So all this is pancreas, 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 pancreas until you get tired. You understand? You see, all this is pancreas. All this being pancreas, pancreas, pancreas. Are you looking?
Yeah.
Pancreas, pancreas, pancreas. Okay, and then the pancreas tail is right there by the spleen. And we know the spleen is not part of the digestive system, correct? Which system does it belong to? The lymphatic system, correct? We did it yesterday, you understand? Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang, bing. Okay. That's too easy, yeah. It is too easy. So you should get it right. If you get it wrong, you slap yourself like a couple of times.
I don't think that's the way to go.
You don't think so? Well, you gotta encourage yourself. Okay, you be self-abuse. Don't slap yourself. I'm kidding. Okay, don't take it serious. Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, so this is the whatchamacallit, the duodenum, first part of the small intestine. So if I pick any part in the middle, my good friends, if I pick any part in the middle is the jejunum, which is the middle part of the small intestine, okay? The jejunum, okay? Jejunum. And this, you see, what I was telling you, the mesentery suspend and makes sort of organize these intestines. So this is called mesentery. It's or mesentery proper if you want, but it's mesentery. So if I say what's the structure here, you say mesentery. If I say what's that part of the GIT, meaning gastrointestinal tract, you know what I'm saying? So I'll just say what's that part of the GIT, and then you say jejunum. If I say what's this part of the GIT, you say duodenum. So we're left with the ileum. So the ileum is the one that goes into the ascending colon, correct? Are you guys looking, by the way? We're doing the digestive system now. So what you look is you look for the colon, because you know it's going to be going in there. I mean, if you're looking for the duodenum, you're looking for the stomach, right? Because it's coming right out of the stomach. So for this, because you won't know where the jejunum ends and where the ileum starts. So there's not like a mark. You know what I'm saying? So you have to look for the colon, the large intestine. So because you know, and if I put an arrow here and you could see the colon right next to it, what is this? The ileum. So the ileum tag will be close to the colon. The duodenum tag will be close to the pancreas, number 1, close to the stomach, number 2. And then anywhere in the middle, jejunum. And all those are coming. Ileum with an E. Thank you so much, my good friend. Because if you put an I, it's the bone in the hip. And that would be totally wrong. I have to mark it incorrect. I can't give you half a point for spelling error. You know why? Because then it's completely different thing. It's the bone. You see? So, okay. So we've done the 3 parts of the small intestine. Now we're going to the large intestine. So this first part here would be the cecum. You see this part that goes down like this? If this was a human, you would see the appendix going down like this. But cats do not have an appendix. You understand? Okay. So, but this is the first part of the large intestine, which is the cecum. That's why this is the ileocecal junction, where I was saying there's a one-way valve from the ileum to the large intestine, right? And then this, right, my good friends, are you looking? Come over here, my good friends. So this right here would be the ascending colon. So it's like an inverted U, like this. So this is the ascending colon. So if I put a pin here and I'm like, what's that part of the GIT? You say ascending colon. And then the part where it's U, it's curving, that's the transverse colon. So if I put a pin over here and I'm like, what's that part of the GIT? Transverse colon. Okay, and then this one here, if I put a pin down here, is it's going down, the descending colon. You notice that this does not have a sigmoid colon, like the human, you understand? Number 2, it also doesn't have the rostra. The human colon has got bags like this, because it's got tennicoli, which are incomplete longitudinal muscles that when they contract, they, you know, like on a skirt that is an elastic band, it gathers it into little pockets like that. So that's the same thing. So doesn't have the rostra, which is those pockets, and it doesn't have the tennicoli, and then also doesn't have the omental appendices. And we'll talk about that more when we do the digestive system. So you just have the cecum, the ascending colon, the transverse colon, and then the descending colon. Then the descending colon leads to the rectum, anal canal outside. Okay, very good. And then you can see this is part of the urinary system. We don't do it as a lab, but there's the urinary bladder. Okay, and I said this is mesentery. Okay, my good friends. And the liver, I said, has 5 lobes. The human only has 4. Okay, this pointy one indicate the caudate lobe. The human also has a caudate lobe. Okay, and then just the right median lobe and the right left median lobes. Okay, and then the quadrate lobe, which is really part of the right. Okay, those are the only 4 in the human. But the cat will have this one, which is the caudate lobe, and this one, which is the left lateral lobe, and then this one, which is the left medial lobe, and then this one, which is the right median lobe. And then you know it's the right median lobe because it has this, which is the gallbladder. Okay, the gallbladder is like the urinary bladder. It stores the bile that's been made by the liver. The bile is produced in the liver and it's stored in the gallbladder. The urine is produced in the kidney and it's stored in the urinary bladder. Are you guys listening?
There's just so little.
Yeah, it's so little. Yeah, but you know, it fills up. You know, this is empty right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. My good friends, you're not paying attention, but anyway, that's okay. But it's not okay. Okay, and this is the right lateral lobe. The right lateral lobe, you really have to go down to it because the liver, remember, is on the right side. So it's going to be hidden all the way down here. The left lateral lobe is like right out there, like towards the middle, because this is on the right side. You see what I'm saying? So the right lateral lobe has got this one and this one. They're both right lateral lobes. So that makes the 5. Okay, my good friends? And then this is the gallbladder, the organs, and then the spleen, which is the part of the lymphatic system, but we're doing it here with the digestive because we cannot ignore it because it's right there. And then, of course, the mesentery is another structure, okay? And then we've got the greater omentum, which is attached to the greater cavity of the stomach. And then we've got the lesser omentum, which is attached to the lesser cavity of the stomach. The regions, we've got the fundus, the body, the pyloric region or pylorus, okay? And then, of course, the pyloric sphincter is right here. So the pyloric sphincter regulates gastric emptying. When it opens up, the stomach empties. Up here is the cardiac sphincter or the lower esophageal sphincter that guards gastric filling. When it opens up, the stomach fills with food, with the bolus that comes through there. So this is also called the cardiac sphincter because when it is opening up and letting acidic chyme or chyme from the stomach go into the esophagus, it starts to burn and it's close to the heart. That's why you say you're having heartburn. You understand? Because it feels like your heart is burning, but it's your cardiac sphincter that's opening up and letting that, acidic chyme, because it's really low pH, like 1 or 2, that can be very corrosive. So it causes the burning sensation that is sort of felt in your heart. That's why you call it heartburn. Oh, gastroesophageal reflux disease, that's what it is. Okay, my good friends, so that completes the structures of the digestive and the organs of the digestive system. Don't forget the pancreas, which is here, okay, and it's cradled by the duodenum. The head of the pancreas is cradled by the duodenum, which is part of the small intestine, okay? And then we've done everything in the greater omentum, here, lesser omentum, and the 5 lobes of the liver. That concludes the digestive. Can you shut it down?